we are doing, because we found bracket fights and we just cannot help ourselves with this website. We are doing our own King of the Ring. Johnny
Oh
picked
man.
16 wrestlers. I picked 16 wrestlers. Shockingly, I wanted to keep it because I noticed you didn't pick any of them. I didn't pick any of them. We do not have Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan in this.
I'll be honest, I didn't pick either of them because I thought you would. And I wanted to
Uh,
make sure I got the ones I
I
liked on
kind
them.
of didn't want to. Like
I'm down for it, yeah.
I've been playing a lot of 2K23 actually. The kid down the hall, aka my youngest son, he is completely taking it over. He is 100% addicted to the my GM mode.
Yeah.
And at one point, he was like, "I'm going to sign Goldberg and Bret Hart," and I said, "You have to book them against each other every
Yeah.
match. Nothing,
Yeah.
nobody else can face each other." But he is very, very addicted to it. It's kind of it, it's nice and scary at the same time because he's very quiet.
Yeah.
But
Is The Rock on this?
oh, you know what? I'm not even sure.
Oh, I'm bringing it up just so he, of
Yeah, bring it
course,
up.
as of this recording, The Rock showed up on Monday Night Raw, and I seemingly seems he's pointing to a match. I would assume at WrestleMania with the head of the table himself, Roman Reigns, and most people were over the moon for this. I obviously recognize The Rock is a legend in pro wrestling, incredible character, wrestler. I would never take any of that away. I was always more of a Mankind guy, but of The Rock and Sock, I was definitely the Sock in that connection there. But you can't deny the charisma and all this stuff the guy has. But as he was talking, obviously a gifted talker, I just kept thinking he's that guy who never really, what's the word I'm looking for, evolved past a certain point. Like he still sort of, to me, he sort of still came off until the last part where he was talking about Roman Reigns, where he hinted at it. That part was great. But when he
Yeah,
was like sort of dressing down another wrestler,
it's
I was
all the
like,
same shtick.
yeah,
I got that.
this just feels like old hat to me. No involvement there, no evolving there, just the same old Rock. And to me, it's kind of cheesy now. But that's me. I know it might be a hot take that The Rock is getting a little cheesy, but still, and also, I'm a Cody Rhodes guy as well, and I need Cody to finish that story. I don't need The Rock to come
Oh,
in and just take the place there.
okay, but I was going to bring that up. I'm glad you did because what better way to get over? So Roman Reigns is this unbeatable thing.
Yeah,
So The Rock comes in, beats Roman. He gets the belt. Then Cody steps in and beats The Rock.
I don't know.
I think you're over like Rover, my friend.
I don't know.
What a story. That's a story.
Anybody beating Rock is a story.
But you want a different story for Cody.
Yeah, it just seems like that would be the perfect bookend because he lost last year when everybody thought he should win, me included, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't even watched that match. The minute I found out that he lost, I was like,
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna bother. I don't care. I heard it's a great match. You
it's
told me,
really good. Yeah,
but I can't do it.
yeah. But man, it's just it's getting crowded at the top of the card
It
in
is
WWE. They got a lot of really great talent where not everybody can be in the championship chase. I understand that. I mean, they just CM Punk just came back, for example. Gunther is to me the next big thing.
yeah.
So you got a lot of people coming up,
I,
but man,
I
I
actually
don't know.
picked him as my champion in my GM when I drafted. He was my choice.
Yeah, I'm a Ms. Mark myself.
Which in the my GM mode, you can play as the WCW brand.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm always WCW.
Yeah, and no matter how you run it, it'll be better than what they did. So that's the best part of it.
My
Uh,
only complaint is when you get a secondary belt, it's the WCW hardcore belt. Like they just like WWE just had to like do it. Like obviously you can't have the United States, but what about the television title? You couldn't have
Yeah,
the television title?
and you can on WWE. You can have. I don't know why you think you can't, but you can have the WCW's version of the United States Championship. That's really stupid.
Yeah,
Like, who cares at the end of the day? But
but
some wrestlers are not on this
yeah,
because we put a time stamp of when these wrestlers could be. What's the years of these wrestlers?
what did I tell you? Anybody?
Before 2005, I think you said.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they couldn't have debuted after 2005.
Right. So that's another little thing to remember there. And I'm already looking at our first matchup, and I'm already hating it because I really love these two guys.
The Funker himself, Terry Funk, versus the Blackheart, Owen Hart.
Oh man, this is tough. I legit love both these guys. Incredible wrestlers too. On top of that, but incredible characters.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is very difficult.
Oh,
Now, Andrew, you're in Texas, so I don't know if that's going to sway your vote here or not.
yeah, I've been through Amarillo when the Funker was still alive, and even though I probably knew that I wasn't going to see him, I still looked out the window every which way because I
Yeah,
was going to like hit a brake pedal and be like, "That's Terry Funk. I need to
yeah,
meet Terry Funk." Ah,
yeah, man. Uh,
I
and
got.
also one of the most underrated iconic shirts, telling Dusty what he can do with an egg.
I also saw Iron Claw.
Oh yeah, you did see that.
I
Yeah,
did see Iron Claw, which is very good. I'll get to that point because I had to pick somebody from that movie.
yeah.
It just to get a little sidetracked, it is a good movie. It's a good movie if you're looking for a good straight up biopic. No, but good movie. Yes, and the guy that played Harley Race, I felt nailed it.
I did see a lot of backlash against whoever played Ric Flair.
Yeah, he sucked.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I
He sucked.
that's yeah. Uh, okay, all
All
right.
right,
Owen Hart, incredible. Terry Funk, both these guys are legends.
I gotta go with the Funker.
I think I'm going to go Funker too as well. But I'm telling you, this will be one
It
heck of a
hurt.
match.
I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot that hurts.
Yeah, this is an incredible match, though. I'm telling you that much. I'd watch the heck out of this. But these guys in their prime, heck yeah. Oh God, you're killing me.
Oh, Mr. Monday Night, Rob Van Dam versus
Yeah,
the Killman. What? This would be a great, exciting match.
this match would rule.
Yeah.
I would watch this match and be like, give these guys 20 minutes and let
Jim,
them do what they want.
Jim Cornette's head would explode, but
Oh yeah,
uh
Jim Cornette doesn't like anybody unless they're a certain body type. I've learned, but um, which is
RVD
really
is
funny to
going
me. Which is very funny to me. Go ahead.
RVD is going over.
I think so too, and I hate saying that because I really am a big Billy Kidman guy. He was my favorite on WCW. You can't powerbomb the man, no matter how many times you try. He will get out of that powerbomb to the point where one of his main moves in my favorite Nintendo 64 game was getting out of the powerbomb. So, but yeah, I think you're right. But man, that shooting star press versus the 5-star frog splash, sign me up for this match all day long. I need him to have like a 3-match series though.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
man.
jeez.
Oh
This is a
man.
card and a half.
Just these first 3 matches is like one of the best cards in wrestling.
This would be such a great match too.
Like I'm just thinking about the promos between Jake the Snake and Paul Bearer
Oh
with
yeah.
Kane by his side. You know how great that would be?
But will he get beat by both brothers of destruction? Because he
Man,
did lose to Undertaker at WrestleMania like 8.
yeah. But everybody except for one lost have done that loss. All right.
And
The DDT is one of my all-time favorite wrestling moves. I love that move. But I think Kane goes over here. What about you?
I was thinking the same thing.
Side note, his one of my favorite all-time wrestling entrance songs is when WWE went back and had like new metal bands redo some of the theme songs, and Finger 11 redid did his, and it's incredible. Still rock out it sometimes. All right.
This one
Uh,
hurts my heart.
yes, this is also a great matchup. I know Y2J isn't exactly as of right now in the best of light,
Yeah, I didn't. I just found that out the other day.
but we're just this is purely for wrestling.
Yes,
Versus
still my,
Junkyard Dog.
still my favorite wrestler versus my first favorite wrestler.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I think this program would be very good too.
Yeah, because they could talk.
Yeah,
Jeez.
man.
Uh, Why do I have the feeling though that if somebody was to book this, you go Jericho, JYD, JYD would get over.
I think so too. I think so too. If you're going by just purely who gets over, it's the dog, man.
It's the dog. Another one bites the dust.
Yeah. All right. My heart and soul wants to say Junkyard Dog moves on there.
Okay, well, I already clicked on him. All right. We did learn you can go back. All right, this is Rey Mysterio Jr. See, I didn't look up. I wanted to find a junior because I see he's going by Rey Mysterio now.
Oh, it's because you got a son who. Oh,
So I wanted Rey Mysterio.
Andrew,
What?
I got to tell you this. Uh, on the Peacock, they got the WWE on there, of course, and they put up an episode of This Is Awesome, but it's all about the pro wrestling toys that have been coming out.
Uh,
It's really good. Highly recommend it. But one of the talking heads is Dominic. It's Dominic, and he's still even in this thing. It's just about the toys. So in the fact that his dad was an awful dad. It's really funny. Highly recommend it. It's very funny. But yeah, this is honestly on paper. This is also another amazing match right here.
yeah. This is the whole reason why Dominic hates his dad here too, because he picked Edge as his tag team partner.
Yeah.
Ah, are they fighting for the custody of Dom?
Well,
And I got a hot take.
Ripley has that right now. Go ahead.
I got a hot take. I think Christian has surpassed uh, Edge or Adam Copeland as a better overall wrestler, like promo and everything.
I have a hotter take
Okay.
that I do like Edge. I think he's great. But I was always a Christian guy out of Edge and Christian. He was always my favorite out of those two.
Oh, see, I was
To the point where he actually won that championship that one time. I think it was the SmackDown championship when they had split him.
mm,
I was very excited for him because I really liked the guy.
I was
But
never huge on Edge, so
I mean, he's obviously very talented and very good. But I was way more a Christian guy. So this is,
well, you went to church all the time, so.
yeah. I mean, I grew up in it, so of course I was a Christian
And
guy.
also, when looking for these pictures, I typed in Christian, and that's what just came up with a bunch of crosses.
Oh yeah, be prepared for a knock at your door with some brochures. Okay, I think on paper though, this is a great just as an actual wrestling match. This match would be awesome.
Um, I really can't decide. Because do you go with like the underdog in this match, Ray, or do you go, just Edge is gonna just beat him? My other problem with the Edge is I think he's too small to do the spear.
Yeah, I
Like,
never liked his spear. I think at DDT he would do is way better. I'm gonna give it to Edge. I'm gonna give Edge the edge here.
you give Edge the edge. All right, I can't decide on this one, so
I think Edge wins, but it's a great match. Oh, here we go. This has been man. We're just booking one heck of a card here.
I didn't know what Sting. Okay, in my heart, I still want Surfer Sting in
Yeah,
this world. Like I still want Surfer Sting. I know Surfer Sting is gone, and he's probably never gonna come back, and it hurts my heart. Even though it's been what over 30 years since Survivor
Yes.
Series.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Uh,
Jeff Hardy, I got another hot take. I was always a Matt Hardy guy out of those two. I thought Matt Hardy was the better wrestler. Jeff, obviously, freak of an athlete that would definitely take chances nobody else should ever take. And you can never take it
so,
away from him. But I was always more of a Matt Hardy guy.
so you being from North Carolina,
Yeah. Hardys are huge here.
yeah. Well, they got good burgers, I heard. Uh,
Yes.
I'm
They really
killing
improve
all
them.
you. I'm killing you today, Johnny.
You're destroyed.
Um,
Sting's pretty big too, though. I mean, he's such a major part of
yeah.
wrestling in the South.
I think Sting goes over.
Sting has to go over. Of these two, he's the bigger icon, in my opinion.
This one hurts your heart.
Oh, what are you doing to me?
I just clicked, just go for it. Fill it in.
This doesn't feel random. This feels like an active attack on me as a wrestling fan.
I
You have to pick this one. I can't pick it. It's
have to
Arn
pick this
Anderson.
one.
It's Arn Anderson versus Eddie Guerrero. To me, two of the all-time incredible greats, two icons of wrestling. Arn probably well more known for the Four Horsemen and tag team wrestling than Eddie was, obviously, but two really great promos too, and two incredible characters. I love both of these two, so I'm not mad at whoever wins this, and I would watch this whatever the match this is a million times. Oh, I'll tell you what happens. Here's my opinion. You tell me if you agree.
Okay.
Arn is getting ahead, right? And he's winning. But my favorite thing that Eddie would always do was the fake chair shot, where he would take a chair when the referee wasn't looking. He would smack it on the mat, make the sound like somebody got hit by it, and then throw the chair at Arn so Arn would catch it, and then Eddie would fall to the ground to make it look like that Arn had just hit Eddie with the chair. And then you get Arn disqualified. So I think that's how Eddie wins this. And I would love every minute of it.
Well, then let's book it.
But man, I'm just thinking about those promos, these two.
Eddie is in the new wrestling or 2K23, and I kind of
Oh, is he?
stopped. Yeah, because you can in that GM mode, you do a draft, and then you can pick up free agents, and there's the legends selection.
Yeah.
So I was looking in there, and all of a sudden I saw it, and it said Eddie Guerrero, and I said, "Aw, Eddie," and I just kind of like stopped and paused, like, what could have been? What could have been?
Yeah, man. God, that one still destroys me.
So this is Kevin Von Erich versus
Yeah.
Christian.
Man.
If it was Christian now, I would put Christian over. But as somebody that lives in the DFW area, I'm going to say Kevin Von Erich.
I want to fight you on this because I really am a big Christian nerd.
Well, then go read your Bible. Oh,
I have. There's a lot in it people like to not talk about.
yeah. I've read that Old Testament gets a little crazy.
And that New Testament, a lot of Christians today, another hot take, don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you here just so I can have a fight later on.
Okay.
Just in case.
I look at how we do this in this probably really did happen at some point, but not both prime.
Oh yeah, ECW, right, yeah. Man, what a contrast of styles that would work though.
I love RVD. He's my favorite ECW wrestler of all time.
I'm a Tommy Dreamer guy.
But I always said they should have booked that at a WrestleMania triple threat match. Tommy Dreamer versus The Undertaker versus Sting. Just the three like faces that never really left. But I got told by some people that it probably wouldn't work. And I was like, I think it would work. If you get some guy like me, that would work.
Yeah.
I
gotta go Funk here.
Yeah, I gotta go Funk too.
Yeah. A lot of respect to that man. Oh, here we go. Here's another good one.
Kane and JYD. I still say Kane will probably go over.
I agree. I think Kane wins this, but another really fun program, I think, here.
Crazy heat, man. After this match for Kane,
Especially. I mean, he sets the ring on fire.
you got to go Sting.
Agreed. Sting over Edge for sure. All
And
right. And then we have Eddie versus Von
Eddie.
Erich. I gotta go Eddie.
Eddie.
Yep.
I guess somebody contacted Chavo
I
about
saw this.
a Guerrero family movie.
I'd watch that too. Oh man.
I think he did choke slam him at one point, but that was
Well, I mean,
that was old.
famously, his brother, his quote unquote brother, choke slammed Terry Funk out of his shoes during the Hell in Cell match. Man, I think Kane wins this.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. But man, what a match!
Oh man, I would have booked like this Funker. I would have booked that over Kane. But
You know what? Let's
but
do it because I love Terry Funk, so I'm totally fine with that.
yeah, like I just feel like something crazy would happen and he would be able to beat him.
You know what? Just because we're going to get Terry Funk versus whoever wins this match, I'm down for that because this is Sting versus Eddie Guerrero.
Oh my goodness.
What a match this would be. Two, in my opinion, two icons here.
Yeah. These are your two guys, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of let you I don't know because like he said, Sting is the icon,
Yeah.
but depending on which Eddie it is, Eddie is over. Sting's always over, I feel.
Yeah. This is very difficult. I don't think you go wrong with whoever you put over here.
I'm gonna leave it to you.
I'm thinking ahead because I know they're going to go against Terry Funk.
These were your two guys that you picked.
Yeah. I'm going to go Sting.
I do not I do not envy you on this one.
Yeah, I'm going Sting. But man, it could have went either way. But thinking about this, we're getting Terry Funk versus Sting. That's incredible to me.
Yeah, I don't think we could go wrong either way here.
No, I love. Obviously, it's established that me and you both are Terry Funk fans.
Yes.
Also, a big stinger here. I think that, in my opinion, this is one heck of a match where Terry Funk really sets up how great Sting is, and Sting wins and goes over. What do you think?
I could see that.
Because that's just so people know, Terry Funk was a big influence on Mick Foley, aka Mankind. So that's another reason why he rules. All right, here we go. Roddy Piper versus the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Everyone's got a price, Andrew. But that price to me is he's losing this match to Roddy Piper.
I believe that 100%.
Side note, also giant Piper fan here. Oh, I would love to have seen this. It's Andre the Giant. If we got both these guys in the prime, which obviously could never have happened, Andre the Giant versus the Undertaker. This would have been one heck of a match.
Ooh, get that back up.
As Andrew goes crazy hitting buttons left and right.
Oh, my dog spazzed out there. I can't get it back up, but I'm guessing the next one I can. So
my dog spazzed out there is a great euphemism you can use for a lot of things.
Yeah. I would go Andre.
I would too, but man, I would love to see this. Andre goes on for me as well.
How come I can't get back the use match mode anymore?
What did your dog spaz on?
I don't know. Another dog barked in the neighborhood, so she had to bark. Crap. How come I can't get that back?
Do we need to pause this and restart this?
I think we do.
Let's check it out. Introducing the newest WWF wrestling buddy, Big Boss Man and Jake the Snake Roberts. Clunk 'em, plonk 'em. Wrestling buddies want to be your buddy.
Hey, buddy, what's going on? Nothing, officer.
Hey, who's the wise guy?
Murphy. What's going on? Nothing, Sarge.
Big Boss Man and Jake the Snake Roberts, the newest WWF wrestling buddies from Tonga, each sold separately.
So
And we're back. I hope
Yeah.
you enjoyed that quick commercial break.
yeah, I'll
Or
put
not.
I'm gonna
Probably
put
watching this.
something there.
Yeah, put some fun. I'll put a Wrestling Buddies commercial there.
I will.
There we go.
I
All right,
will.
DDP. DDP versus the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
It's Macho Man.
This is like two of the iconic finishing moves going up against each other.
I
That
think
elbow drop is perfection. That diamond cutter is incredible. But I'm going to agree with you at the end of the day, even though I'm pretty sure these two did have wrestling matches in WCW. I'm going to go Macho Man here.
yeah, I gotta say the three favorite elbow drops are Macho Man, Shawn Michaels, and that lovely Mick Foley running elbow off the apron.
Oh, yeah. That one's incredible. Oh man.
Dusty versus Harley.
Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Yeah, you're
Versus-
co-host.
Yeah, he's on the panel discussion from time to time, somehow, some way.
That's
Versus
so-
Holly Race, a criminally underrated wrestler in today's time.
I wish Jake Manning was here to do the impression of Harley Race doing the I told that son of a bitch.
I told that son of a bitch. I think Dusty goes over here, but man, I would love to see this.
You think Dusty's got it? We'll give it to Dusty.
Yeah.
Sabu versus Mr. Perfect.
Wow.
That's a very unique match.
So I just watched one of Arn's podcasts because they put them up on YouTube as well. And the question he was asked by a fan, Arn Anderson, was if you could have had in your prime one match with somebody else, no matter when they were, but they were in their prime, who would it have been? And guess who it was? Mr. Perfect.
Like he never wrestled Kurt Hennig?
No, remember by the time Kurt Hennig came in, that's when Arn was having all those
Right.
injuries. And I think he actually even handpicked Kurt Hennig to take his place, if I'm thinking correctly.
I think Mr. Perfect goes over.
I agree completely. Sabu is great. He's a fun, crazy character, but man, something about Mr. Perfect. I still love those promos he would do where like he would just be good at all the sports.
Can you smack the gum? To this
I
day,
would try to do
so
it.
hard.
Yeah. It's very difficult, but he would hit it every time. And I still love when he did that. I don't remember the match, but he threw the tail behind his back and it landed perfectly on that guy's shoulder.
Oh,
Remember that? It was so good. Oh man, what are you doing to me?
this is an easy one.
I know it's easy, but I wanted Rikishi to get a little love.
No love for Akishi.
It's Rikishi versus Mankind.
Man,
Mankind wins. Mankind is Mick Foley is my all-time favorite wrestler. But real quick, Rikishi, one of the best underrated super kicks in the business that never got enough love. That thing was awesome considering where it was coming from. One giant hind end.
we got Triple H versus HBK.
Oh man, yeah,
Do you know who I give it to?
HBK. That's who I gave it to as well.
I'm a Sean guy.
Out of these two, I'm a Sean guy, but Triple H has been doing some good stuff here lately.
Here
with
you
the-
go. I did it to you. I got you.
Oh,
I got you in another one.
you did. Jerry the King, Lawler himself versus Matt Hardy.
Yep.
I mean, Jerry wins, right? Jerry's got to go over here.
He's the king.
Yeah, he's got to go over. Just what he means to wrestling.
I-
Oh my gosh.
It's the giant.
Andre versus Piper.
It's,
Andre goes over. Yeah, that destroys me though. I'm such a giant Piper fan.
Dusty versus Macho Man.
Oh, this would have been great. Both of them in their prime.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say because didn't they do a mixed tag match?
Well, by the time they were both in WCW,
Well, they were
Dusty wasn't even wrestling.
and then
But even when they were in,
WWF, he was up.
yeah, but
When he
like
had
in my mind, both
Sapphire.
in my mind, these matchups, both the guys are in their prime. I'm just thinking about how great these promos would be.
oh yeah. I
Like
think
cream of the
they're
crop
probably
versus
one of
a
the
hardworking man. Who you,
two
who you picking?
most impersonated wrestlers.
Gotta be right. Yeah.
Uh,
I think
okay.
I think if you're remotely a wrestling fan, you've at least tried one of these two guys
Do you
impersonating
know
one of
how
these
I'm
two
kind of
guys.
using as a tiebreaker?
What?
Matt stories.
Which story are you talking about? He's told me so many.
Uh, like just when I'm like, I've not heard so many of the stories, but I've heard like, I'm like, who did you meet? And then he would just be like, he's an asshole. He wasn't very.
Yes, that's
So-
a lot of them.
Just because he said Dusty wasn't very nice to him, I'm going Macho Man.
Okay. All right. Just so you know, our buddy Matt, who does Eat Sleep List, it's a great podcast you should check
Yes.
out. He at one point was a professional wrestler up in New York, and he got to meet a lot of and work with a lot of big name wrestling stars, and some of them he has very good things to say about, but some of them he said weren't necessarily the greatest to him. So it's
That's
always
where my
fun to do that.
tiebreaker was. Matt is my tiebreaker.
Which Matt should be happy. We also didn't let Jake the Snake get very
No,
far.
we did not let Jake the Snake go very far.
All right, now this is a program I would also absolutely love. It's Kurt Hennig versus Mankind. I would adore this. I would watch this like crazy. I think Mankind goes over, but he's going to make Hennig look like $1,000 doing it. And Hennig's going to look great.
I don't know, man.
I gave you a Von Erich. You're going to give me a Mankind.
That perfect,
This is where I'm cashing in my chips.
that perfect plex, man.
Is incredible. I absolutely adore it. But I'm going Mankind.
I'll give you Matt. I'll get this is your chip you cashed in on.
I cashed that in. All right, now we got HBK versus Jerry the King Lawler. It's
HBK.
HBK. He super kicks that crown right off of Jerry's head.
Or wait a minute. It's the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
With the sweet agenda music.
You know what? I'm very proud of us that we did not do it. That's got to be Kane.
Oh man,
When he
I didn't
popped
even
up,
think
we
about
missed-
it. And I do that all the
Oh.
time. I told you I wasn't feeling 100% today. All
Uh,
right. Andre versus the Macho Man.
Notoriously, from what I hear, Andre hated Macho Man, but that also came out of Hulk Hogan's mouth. So,
Well, it's got to be true. If Hulk said it, it's true. Right?
yeah.
Did you know that Hulk was there for everything in wrestling?
He discovered Kevin Owens.
That's what I've heard. Yes.
I-
He was there when Brody got killed. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. I also I loved listening to the Jim Cornette. I think it's on the drive through, but it's on YouTube. I'll fall asleep sometime to the Hulk Hogan lies.
Yes. They go through all the lies Hulk Hogan tells, and it's really funny. I do recommend that. Regardless of what you think of Cornette, I think he's very entertaining, even though I rarely ever agree with his wrestling takes on current wrestling.
I love the stories.
But I do enjoy the stories quite a bit. And he's a very, if you can say what you want, but he's a very entertaining person.
And he's
All right.
passionate about pro wrestling. So that
Yeah.
makes it
And he's smart enough to know that he's should no longer be involved in it.
that is true.
All right. So Andre versus Macho Man.
Andre.
I think Andre wins. Two icons though. And I think Macho Man's gonna be very sore the next day.
HBK.
No, I should have said well, he wouldn't have got here without this.
Mankind versus HBK. It's HBK.
I will say that HBK has gone on record of stating that one of his favorite matches was against Mankind.
Went over.
I don't think you're wrong. I'm going to say that you're right and that HBK does go over here, but I'm telling you this, and I mean this with every fiber of my being. I hate it. This will be the thing that would make me turn my television off.
I blame this on you. Okay. Because you were like, hey, check out 10 Bell Pod.
Yeah.
And normally a big name podcast outside of maybe like like a Jim Cornette one that I'll just listen to clips of, maybe a whole one when I'm at work. I'm addicted to 10 Bell Pod to the
Yes, it's a
point where
great podcast. It's where these three guys go over the careers of wrestlers who have sadly passed, but it's really, really good. Highly recommend it. 10 Bell Pod. Check it out.
and I never realized how much of a Sean guy I was until they started talking about Sean and Brett.
Yeah.
And that is why I always pick HBK now.
Yeah. And also, in fairness, the drug dealers would too. So let's go, HBK.
Wow. He's a Christian.
Now, yes. But he admitted he wasn't necessarily the greatest person back then.
Yeah. That
All right. Who you got? Who you got, big guy?
Andre.
Yes. It's
There's
gotta be
no way
Andre,
that
right?
there's no way that sweet. That's like sweet, like maybe chess to
That's what I was gonna say.
going on.
Yeah. Andre wins
Fine.
against HBK. All right. So our final is two icons, Andre the Giant versus Sting. Sting won multiple championships, famously someone who didn't win the WWF championship.
He
Andre the Giant famously did.
did. I think it's in the record books, maybe.
Oh, didn't wasn't it Balt? I think didn't.
No, I think it was the. I think it's in Wikipedia, but that once again is like a Hulk Hogan story. Uh, I gotta look this up, but I think he did. Yeah, I think they did abolish it. No, I gotta look it up.
I feel like he's one of those. There's those list of incredible legends who actually never won the big one. I thought he was one of those. Like him and Roddy Piper would be on that list.
Well, I hear like Cornette say it, and I hear a lot of guys say it. They're like, "Well, if you do put the belt on Andre, how the hell do you get it off of him?"
Yeah, and he's famously one of those guys who doesn't need the belt, which is saying a lot about your character if you actually don't even need it.
Yeah. So he is in Wikipedia as a reign, but they abolished the Ted DiBiase one.
Okay,
But
I think that's the one I was thinking of because I think
it's
it was bought and paid for storyline wise.
yeah, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, so we have Sting versus Andre here for
No.
the Nostalgia Funhouse Championship. The King of the Ring.
can we say King of the Ring?
I don't know.
Well, what's his name? Jerry Devitt or Jeremy Devitt. He retired, so we're in luck there. I
I
gotta
mean,
go.
we can do a whole thing in Mickey Mouse right now if we want to. He's public
It's got to
domain.
be Steamboat Willie.
Yes, Steamboat Mickey. Yeah,
Um, I gotta go Andre. How do you beat Andre?
that's the thing. I mean, you body slam him and tell everybody it was your idea, and that you even wrote it on paper
And you're
the
the
night
first.
before,
And you're first.
and it's never ever been done before, despite all the times it had been done before.
I think there's like 2 or 3 guys on here that have body slammed him. Harley Race.
But we pretend that didn't happen because it's pro wrestling. It's one,
I do
in
believe he
fairness,
was,
it's one of the things I love.
I do believe he was tag team champions with Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, I think you're right though. I'm going to give it to Andre, and
How
I'm
do you-
totally fine with it.
I think if you're a wrestling fan and you're going through and you're booking all these matches, at the end of everything, Andre is your winner.
Yeah, and I'm also just thinking, how does Sting get that Scorpion Deathlock on Andre? I just don't think he do.
Or death drop him.
Yeah, you're right. Either one. Stinger Splash is probably a lot of those,
Yeah.
but other than that, I don't know what you're doing to that guy.
I could see it now. Andre comes in, Sting's hitting him with everything he has. He finally gets him. Andre falls back, but he falls back to the corner. Sting hits him maybe with like 2 Stinger splashes. Then Andre just grabs him, tosses him, and then just takes over the match.
I'm
I
with you. And plus, we get Bobby Heenan on the sidelines, so I'm totally fine
Oh.
with this.
Yeah. But
Well, there you have it.
it is
We did
it.
it.
Yep. Next week we are doing a special episode because we are doing the Nostalgia Funhouse. The voting will be completed?
Oh, so next episode of the
Oh.
Nostalgia Funhouse, we will be inducting into the first annual Nostalgia Funhouse Hall of Fame. A movie, a TV show, an album, a toy, and I feel like I'm missing one.
Video game.
Video game. There we go.
Gee,
Can't believe
God,
that's my favorite thing, and I missed it.
Yeah.
Side note, so go to Nostalgia Funhouse on Facebook. It's really popping over there, so make sure you join that, and you can do all the voting over there. Side note, X-Files is getting zero love, and it's making me incredibly sad.
Yeah, there's a couple. I actually just took one where I looked, and when I first put it out for the movies, I was like, oh my goodness, this movie's gonna win. And then I went to go look back, and I'm like, whoa, this one pulled it out. But you're gonna have to wait until next week to hear which one it is, because I got them all written down. And but yeah, check us out: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. If you like what we do, join our Patreon, or hop over to good old Apple Podcasts if you use that, Spotify, or anywhere. Leave us a review if you enjoy what we do. Let us know if you have any ideas or anything you want us to do. We are open to pretty much anything. I don't know how good that sounded, but we are here. And just because it's not nostalgia for you doesn't mean that it's not nostalgia for someone else.